Good evening. This is Michael Sussman joining you live on HD Media Game Day for tonight's contest between the Cabell Midland Knights and the Capital Cougars, as we'll jump right into starting lineups. Cabell Midland on the road, 4-2. Samuel Phillips will start, as will number 5, Aiden Ray, as they hit the road in the all-black uniforms tonight, making the hour or so long trip. Evan Hughes will start, a senior wearing number 21, standing at 6'6". Number 33, Aiden Spence, a sophomore in the lineup, a 6'2" freshman, and number 14, Marshall Summers, will round things out. Capital comes in at 5-1, the number 1 ranked team in Class AAA according to the coaches poll that was released this week. So expectations sky high here for head coach Cookie Miller's group as we announce starters. Number 0, Isaiah Scott, goes by Chucky, as well as number 4, Juju Chandler, a junior in the lineup tonight for Capital. There's number 11, a junior, Demaje Spencer. And the guard comes in averaging 5.2 points per contest. Number 15, Shadi Williams, over from South Charleston, making a massive impact so far this year for the Cougars. And number 2, JoJo Green, a senior forward, comes in at 10.5 points per clip. Last time out for the Cougars, they won 49-47 at Bridgeport back on December 27th. And the Cabell Midland Knights, under third-year head coach Corey Woomer, got a victory 67-53 over Van Buren. They went down to Gatlinburg and took advantage of the break time to take the show on the road. Already in the middle, Evan Hughes will win the tip. Near side, it's with Phillips as Hughes posts up. He'll go to the near side corner. As Capital coach Cookie Miller looks on, a 3-time All-Stater here as a player. Has revitalized the program as Aiden Ray goes top key. And not on the same page as Phillips tried to find him underneath on the cut. So a turnover on the opening possession of the ball game. There's Spencer has his pass taken away. Aiden Spence in the open floor. Makes a nice shot going to the ground. Spence averaging 10 points per contest this season. He'll defend the ball as Capital whips it up top. Near side with Williams. He'll let it fly. Off the glass, no good. Offensive board. And the put back in for Juju Chandler. We're tied up 2-2. Tight ball pressure here from Shadi Williams as Spence is run into by Scott. First foul of the contest there, going to go against the junior as Cabell Midland will toss it into the backcourt. Spence lets it fly from deep range. It's off the mark. Off there for Phillips. Capital with some trouble controlling it, as the Knights will get an inbound underneath there. It's off Green. Hughes. And the mid-range jump shot off the mark for the lefty Aiden Ray. And it stays down on this end of the floor. There's Marshall Summers, the 6'4 junior, tossing it in. Goes up top to Ray, into the hands of Phillips. He'll let a deep one fly, drains it. And the senior puts the Knights up 5-2. His 12th made three of the year. He shoots it at a 50% clip from there. Baseline for Williams. And Spencer goes far side with Chandler. Here's a Shotty Williams three ball. Immediate answer there for the senior. Rashad Williams averaging 9.2 points per contest. As Phillips goes to Ray. 4 out, 1 in here for Cabell Midland. And tipped there by Green. Excellent deflection to step in the passing lane and transition. The easy basket. Back-to-back field goals for Shotty Williams. Cougars with a stellar job there getting out on the break. After the steal, they found the outlet pass immediately. Open corner three for Phillips. It's off the mark. Offensive board, good for Spence. As he was able to weave his way in there. Spence just over 4 boards per contest. Green off the mark from distance. And a Spence triple. Drilled it. Big time confidence for the sophomore on the road tonight. Showed some physicality there, able to keep the man off of him. Stopped on a dime and drilled it. And now Spence with the steal. Goes in to Spencer. And E.J. Spencer forcing the turnover. Number 55, Trey Tyson, into the contest for Capital. Tyson, a sophomore. As the Cougars try to get into their set. Mid-range, Spencer jump shot off the mark. Rebound taken away by Hughes. And the steal for Green. Green in the open floor. Left-hand layup, got it. And Ray out of control. Turnover. We'll give it back to the Cougars. Number 10, Kasai Morgan. And for Capital now, a sophomore guard. Shotty Williams, three ball. Not this time. Green off on the putback. He'll shoot. So JoJo Green to head to the charity strike. And knocks it down. It's been a pretty impressive turnaround here at Capital. Ascending to the number 1 ranking in Class AAA. They were 4-17 a season ago. Coach Miller's talked about how he's just had more time this year to kind of get things situated and build his program with his players. As Tyson will kick it out. Spencer bounces it over to Williams. Corner triples off the mark. As Spence pulls it down. Just over 2.5 left in the opening quarter. Tie ball game. Aiden Ray in the post. Flips it in with the left. The senior onto the score sheet. It's 12-10 in favor of Cabell Midland. There's Trey Tyson, reverse layup, no. As Spence corner three's off. As Green will control. Aiden Spence with 7 points to lead the way. Shotty Williams with 5 as JoJo Green dumps it off underneath. Free throws upcoming for Tyson. First personal there on Aiden Ray. And the second team foul against the Knights. As Tyson will misfire with the left. And you see number 3, Camden Harris, now for Capital. As he'll get Shotty Williams his first rest. Empty trip there for Tyson. Hughes with the board. Hughes probably the tallest player out there today, him or JoJo Green. There's not a ton of verticality tonight. Everybody in the 6'2 to 6'4 range, as that's off for Samuel Phillips. As Hughes is the tallest at 6'6", as that is out of bounds over to Cabell Midland. Number 13, Darius Thomas in for Capital. Goes by Deuce. And number 23, a freshman, Cam Bolger, enters. Minute 15 left in the opening quarter. This one living up to the billing so far. Hughes at the block, might have got away with a travel, and then a push going to get called on the floor. They'll get Tyson for the personal there. As Marshall Summers will inbound here for the Knights. Summers, the leading scorer, 14.7 points per game for Cabell Midland. Yet to score in this one. Let's see if Coach Woomer can run some action for him. As Spence will step back and drills it. Aiden Spence into double figures, 15-10. The Knights leading the top-ranked team in AAA. Cabell Midland number 9 in Quad A. As Tyson at the cup gets the bucket. Cabell Midland by 3. Aiden Spence working on Thomas. And they'll get him another foul here. That's a bit too handsy. And the quick stop and pop leads to a bucket. That's Brody Harris. 2 seconds left. Gotta hurry. The horn will go off before a shot goes up. And we take it to a break. 17-12, Cabell Midland over Capital on HD Media GameDay.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, It will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
Astorg Auto of Charleston is West Virginia's premier luxury auto dealer for adventure in uncharted territory, for the moments that move your soul, for living life to the fullest. We offer Land Rover, Jaguar, Volvo, Mercedes-Benz and Audi brands. With free pickup and delivery, Astorg Auto prides itself on having the highest level of service, and our skilled service technicians and customer service agents are the best in the business. Astorg Auto of Charleston, a tradition of automotive excellence.
Cabell Midland by 5 as we open up the second quarter. Aiden Spence shooting the basketball with confidence as Coach Corey Woomer will break the huddle there. Spence with 10 points, 2 made threes, and he hasn't been afraid to let it fly from a few feet behind the line. I'm sure that's a topic in the huddle there for Capital. Just got to slow him down. He hasn't needed much room. As the Cougars will start out with it at midcourt. Shotty Williams with 5 points to lead the home team. And they'll call an offensive foul on Capital there as they got into the action. They got Camden Harris. There's Brody Harris, a 6-foot junior, just over 5 points per contest. Marshall Summers working to the cup. Great defense there by Cam Bulger. As Harris will pitch to Bulger in the corner, and that one airballs. Straight line drive. Off the mark there for the junior. The tempo of the game picking up a little bit as Thomas went to Bulger. The shot off the mark there as Tyson flips it home. Second made shot from the field there for the sophomore. Here's Eli Thompson. And the Summers three's off. Into the hands of Kasai Morgan as they work it around the horn. Tyson, power dribble, and the basket. Great strength on the ball. As Tyson made sure that nobody was going to poke it loose, utilizing that strong power bounce, and Phillips is hit on his way to the hole. He'll shoot. Second personal there on Cam Harris. As Phillips goes to the strike. Phillips 6 of 12 from the free throw line this season. A miss there. As Evan Hughes, the senior, going to check in. For Cabell Midland, out goes Thompson. Hello to everyone watching us on the HD Media Game Day YouTube channel. As Phillips will make the free throw. If you enjoy watching great games like this one, please take a moment and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to drop a comment in the chat. We love to hear from our community. Remember, your support makes it possible for HD Media to continue to bring you the best high school sports direct to you wherever you are. And we mean that. We love to engage with the listeners. Let us know where you're watching from and what team you're pulling for. And your favorite sandwich, why not? Random poll question of the night. Favorite sandwich. Sign me up for Philly cheese. As Brody Harris will put it on the deck. Ray picks up the dribble. Tyson in his face. Stop it. 30-second timeout taken by the Cabell Midland Knights. We'll head to a break. 18-16 Cabell Midland over Capital on HD Media Game Day.
Before you hit the hiking trails with your crew, make a quick stop at your local Little General convenience store. We've got the snacks, drinks, and gas to keep you going. Because every great hike starts with a little planning and a lot of snacks. We're proud to be part of your journey. Rooted in West Virginia and built for the road ahead. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
HD Media is live streaming dozens of high school basketball games this year, including 2 more big showdowns this week. Tomorrow night, we're at Hurricane for the War on 34 as Winfield battles the Hurricane Redskins. On Friday, the Generals are back at home to take on Herbert Hoover. Remember, all HD Media Game Day streams are available for free on hdmediagameday.com and on the HD Media Game Day YouTube channel. As the Knights going to turn it over out of the timeout there, Coach Woomer not going to be thrilled with the execution. Should be a fun one tomorrow in Putnam County. That's a matchup that the local community always comes out for. Good turnout from the students here tonight. They got the pep band in attendance playing during the timeouts as Harris causes some problems defensively. Harris will bounce to Darius Thomas. Back up top with Kasai Morgan. And Kasai Morgan during the soccer season. As Tyson will scoop it up top. Deep three off for Morgan. Run down in the corner. Fresh possession here for the Cougars as Thomas got the rebound. And stymied there by Aiden Ray. Thomas takes it right back. Good pass there from Bolger. As Capital will set up top, half the second quarter gone. JoJo Green preparing to come back in for Capital. Shotty Williams going to join him at the scores table. The Bolger three, in and out. Rebound controlled there by Marshall Summers. Summers traveled with it. Hughes wanted it there in the post. He just hesitated and drug the pivot foot. As Aiden Spence will come back in. He's been held scoreless so far in the second quarter. Zone defense here for Cabell Midland. Spence caused the deflection. Into the hands of Shotty Williams. Stop and pop and strong. Both teams have gone cold here in the second quarter. Cabell Midland only with 1 point. As I'll say no basket on the Harris blow by. The foul was before the shot. And it'll go against Darius Thomas. His second personal, third team foul. As I was saying, Capital with only 4 points in the second quarter. Cabell Midland with 1. So the basket, Hughes rejected. Green swatted it Kasai Morgan, coast to coast, got the bucket. And Spence off on the answer. Long rebound. Stays with Cabell Midland. Phillips is hit going up. Is the senior going to go to the line? First there on Josiah Green. As DJ Spencer prepares to come back in. And the free throw's off. In comes Spencer, out goes Thomas. As Phillips knocks it down, he's got 5 points. You feel like the next 2.5 minutes just psychologically going into half is going to be really important. As Cabell Midland stays in the 2-3. Floated over to Spencer into the hands of Shotty Williams. JoJo Green fumbles it. I'll say it was off the Knights, as it's out in front of the literal Knight. A mascot who made the trip. You see him there in the corner of the screen. You don't see too many high school mascots on the road. So I commend the effort as the Cougars turn it over. Trey Tyson all over Ray. Ray bounces it back out to Phillips. And deflected. Green and Morgan in the open floor. Shotty Williams at the basket. Capital goes up 20-19. Excellent job there getting out and running. As Capital's got a fast lineup in at the moment. Spence in and out. As he got the wheels of Morgan. And Spencer leading the way. Corner three, Green nailed it. Josiah Green makes it 23-19 Capital. So we were wondering if either team had a little spurt in them before the break. At the moment, the Cougars are rolling. And a hard collision right in the middle of the court. Aiden Spence can't believe it. And it's going to go against him, a blocking foul, as they got tangled up. Isaiah Scott comes back in for Capital. And Juju Chandler, number 4. .45 seconds. Dangerous pass. Morgan in the lane. Good. Cy Morgan with 4. Great use of the jump stop. 30 seconds could be the last possession of the half. Into the hands of Harris, far side. Aiden Spence at the free throw line. It's off the mark. 18 and winding. Morgan dumps it underneath. And a foul called as Chandler was grabbed. As Brody Harris called for the foul. And now Eli Thompson, the junior, will check out Hughes. And Dylan Hargraves, a 6'4 senior, will enter. Hargraves at 3.8 points per contest. Stack action here for the home team. And Scott dribbles into a tie-up. As Hargraves makes an impact there, causes the turnover. 10.3 to work with. Got to hurry up. Aiden Spence with Morgan on him. He's hit on the way. Push called on Morgan. And that's the 5th team foul, so that'll lead to free throws. Spence with 10 points in the contest. And 7 for 7 from the line coming into the night. Misses there. And now we see number 10, Levi Reed, as he checks out Harris. And empty trip. 1 second left. Spencer off on the heave, and that's where we'll stay. 25-19, Capital up at home over Cabell Midland as we head to a break on HD Media Game Day.
This is Ben Salango with Salango Law. Salango Law has earned a reputation for getting excellent results for our clients. With decades of experience handling thousands of cases, we know what it takes to deliver. Proudly voted best in the Valley for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Charleston Gazette-Mail, Salango Law is deeply committed to giving back by investing in our community. From supporting local programs to making our region a better place to live, Salango Law is proud to be your trusted legal and community partner. Check us out at salangolaw.com.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Lester Raines Mazda in South Charleston has been serving this area for over 50 years. Be moved with a Mazda test drive. Come in and see how Lester Raines Mazda gives you a 5-star rated shopping experience. We will work out your financing so you can sit back and enjoy your new car. At Lester Raines Mazda, it's not just about selling the vehicle, it's about service after the sale. Stop by or visit us online. Lester Raines Mazda in South Charleston. Move and be moved.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
The cold is here to stay. It's time to remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today. Don't be left in the cold this winter. Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has technicians standing by 24/7 to address your heating system or plumbing needs. Through winter, we're offering 0% financing on a new Rheem home furnace. And join the Mullen Advantage Club, which provides member discounts on HVAC and plumbing repairs year-round. Remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
Bowtie Mike here, reminding you that Cardinal Chevrolet is your destination for all things automotive. We offer a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, a full-service collision center, parts and service departments, plus up to 125% of KBB for your trade. Stop by for a no-obligation appraisal. We make the deals that nobody can match because it's got the bow tie guarantee. Hurry in. CardinalChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
For more than 170 years, Burke & Herbert Bank continues to deliver service beyond expectations to our customers. With an expanded footprint from the mountains of West Virginia to the Eastern Shore and beyond, we're here for you. As a full-service community bank offering the latest digital tools and guidance, we take the time to understand your unique needs, helping you move your family, your business, and your dreams forward together. Burke & Herbert Bank.
St. Albans Windows wants to say thank you to all of our loyal customers. For 24 years in a row, you've voted us best in the Valley and best in the Tri-State. We could not have done it without you. Made right here in the Kanawha Valley, St. Albans Windows has been your source for quality built windows. Also providing doors, siding, and porch enclosures. West Virginia's premier home improvement company. Proudly serving the Tri-State for 66 years. St. Albans Windows. Call today for a free estimate.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100. Or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
Astorg Auto of Charleston is West Virginia's premier luxury auto dealer for adventure in uncharted territory, for the moments that move your soul, for living life to the fullest. We offer Land Rover, Jaguar, Volvo, Mercedes-Benz and Audi brands. With free pickup and delivery, Astorg Auto prides itself on having the highest level of service, and our skilled service technicians and customer service agents are the best in the business. Astorg Auto of Charleston, a tradition of automotive excellence.
Before you hit the hiking trails with your crew, make a quick stop at your local Little General convenience store. We've got the snacks, drinks, and gas to keep you going. Because every great hike starts with a little planning and a lot of snacks. We're proud to be part of your journey, rooted in West Virginia and built for the road ahead. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
This is Ben Salango with Salango Law. Salango Law has earned a reputation for getting excellent results for our clients. With decades of experience handling thousands of cases, we know what it takes to deliver. Proudly voted best in the Valley for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Charleston Gazette-Mail, Salango Law is deeply committed to giving back by investing in our community. From supporting local programs to making our region a better place to live, Salango Law is proud to be your trusted legal and community partner. Check us out at salangolaw.com.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
And we're back to it at Capitol High School. The Cabell Midland Knight hoping for a rally as his crew is trailing by 6 at the break. It gets hot in those things, especially when you're inside. Hopefully that is aired out in some way, shape, or form. I've been a mascot before, and it is the worst of all the jobs I've ever had. I think he's going to get a snack at the moment. So good luck there to the Cabell Midland Knight. 25-19, Capital in front as JoJo Green has 6 points. Shoddy Williams with 7. He knocked down a 3 there in the first quarter. Kasai Morgan with 4. Trey Tyson with 6 points. And Juju Chandler with 2. And rounds out the scoring for the Cougars. They scored 12 in the first quarter, 13 in the second for Cabell Midland. It was polar opposites between the first and second stanzas. At 17 points in the opening quarter, then just 2 in the second. A couple of Samuel Phillips free throws. Other than that, the lid was just on it. Aiden Spence has 10 points all in the first. Knocked down 2 triples and a couple of other field goals. Samuel Phillips with a made 3, couple of shots from the charity strike. He's got 5. Aiden Ray with 2. Brody Harris with 2. Now is a great time to sign up for a digital subscription to the Gazette Mail. For just $1, you'll get 6 months of unlimited access to breaking news, feature stories, the e-edition of the Gazette Mail, and, of course, the best high school sports coverage in the state. Just $1 for half a year. Go to wvgazettemail.com to subscribe today. As we join you on HD Media Game Day, let us know where you're watching from, who you're pulling for in today's poll question. What's your favorite sandwich? How this relates to basketball, I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. As Cabell Midland will send Ray out there along with Aiden Spence, Evan Hughes, Phillips, and Summers. For Capital, it's Williams, Spencer, Thomas, Green, and Scott. Into the hands of Thomas. As Cabell Midland stays in the zone. Scott, far side corner. There's a Shoddy Williams 3. It's off the mark. Rebound controlled by Summers. As Coach Cookie Miller looks on. Coach Miller, a pillar here in the community. And of course, an all-stater for Capital. Went and played college basketball at Nebraska. Division I product at that point. Nebraska was in the Big 12. And Spence will pull the trigger from 3. It's off. Here's Spencer on the open floor. And off on the finger roll. A foul called. They count a goaltend. So the basket is good. There was not a foul. As you can see, it got stuck in the net in there, and then I think somebody might have made contact with the structure. As Ray comes up and gets it. Hughes cycled through. He wanted it, and then Scott deflected it. It stays down here. GW, the head coach, Rick Green, looking on. He's doing some scouting tonight. And of course, the Patriots, the top-ranked team in that coach's poll in Class Quad A. But their stud, big man Noah Lewis, but he's really more than a big man, kind of a stretch 4. And he's actually here, just as I said that, he walked in the building. GW doing its due diligence. Marshall Summers cut off by Green. Phillips, money. Second triple of the game for Samuel Phillips. 13th 3 of the season, 27-22 Capital. Aiden Spence. Great jump stop there at the block. That's the basket. He's got 12. Quick 5-0 run here from the Knights. As they try to steal one in the MSAC tonight. Cabell Midland, good job there, trapping in the corner. And Hughes just went around Spencer. As DJ was setting up there for the charge, great spatial awareness just to shimmy around him. And they took it from Green. Here comes Spence. Thomas recovers and slaps it out of bounds. Mass substitution here. Coach Miller trying to change the mojo. In comes Tyson, as well as Kasai Morgan, Cam Harris, and Juju Chandler. Hughes posting up, faces up, spins, and Money with the left. Putting on a clinic there with the footwork. He's the 6'6" center/power forward. Puts the Knights in front. Harris thought about it. And off from the short corner. Hughes controls. Spence in the middle of the paw. Inside of the three-point line, goes to work. Off on the scoop shot. Harris defended well throughout the sequence. Pushes the tempo to Thomas. Thomas will recover in the corner. Here's a three-ball cash for the lefty Morgan. 30-28. Capital in front. Summers no. As they go jump ball with it. The almighty Arrow keeping it down here with the Knights. As Brody Harris jumps in. And a timeout taken. We go to a break on HD Media Game Day.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100. Or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
There he is, legendary GW head coach Rick Green, doing some due diligence, some scouting, multiple-time state champion, and my former color commentator Louis Cassis over there too. Also once my baseball coach. See if he sees me. Nope. As Phillips will get it to Summers off the inbounds play. It's off the mark. Rebound taken by Trey Tyson. And if you're watching at home, we encourage you to engage with us. Let us know who your favorite player is, who you're watching for tonight. As Kasai Morgan will take it into the paint. There's Tyson back up top. The Knights trailed by 6 at the break. They now lead by 2. As Harris will skip it to Morgan, and he's got another one. Kasai Morgan Puts Capital up 33-28. As Ray will get it to Phillips. Phillips off the mark. On the fast break, a blocking foul is called as Juju Chandler will head to the stripe. Capital in front by 5. Shotty Williams will come back in for Capital. And Chandler splits the pair. Rebound there by Eli Thompson. And taken, Trey Tyson on the break. Off on the runner. And Harris, good hustle, offensive board as he fights through the trap in the corner. And Coach Miller going to grab a full timeout as we'll head to a break on HD Media Game Day.
Astorg Auto of Charleston is West Virginia's premier luxury auto dealer for adventure in uncharted territory, for the moments that move your soul, for living life to the fullest. We offer Land Rover, Jaguar, Volvo, Mercedes-Benz and Audi brands. With free pickup and delivery, Astorg Auto prides itself on having the highest level of service, and our skilled service technicians and customer service agents are the best in the business. Astorg Auto of Charleston, a tradition of automotive excellence.
Before you hit the hiking trails with your crew, make a quick stop at your local Little General convenience store. We've got the snacks, drinks, and gas to keep you going. Because every great hike starts with a little planning and a lot of snacks. We're proud to be part of your journey, rooted in West Virginia and built for the road ahead. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
And we're back to it on HD Media Game Day. 34-28. Capital leads it over Cabell Midland. As Coach Cookie Miller will break the timeout. Kasai Morgan has knocked down a couple of clutch threes to thwart a run coming out of the locker room from the Knights. They were out of sync there on the set. Morgan able to keep it in bounds. And the floater, well short. Harris went down and got it. Thompson up and under, good. First points for Eli Thompson. The junior averages 2 per game. Deficit cut to 4. Into the hands of Shotty Williams. Morgan with it. Spence switched on to him. There's Tyson. Good. Drills it with the right. Excellent little jump runner there. As Ray is hit on the arm on the way to the cup. Morgan, second personal. And they'll say it was in the act. Aiden Ray with 2 points tonight. The senior averages 6.2 per contest. 7 of 7 from the stripe coming in. I'll knock that one down. Two big free throws there, cuts it to 4. Cam Harris skips it to Williams. Harris off on the finger roll. And volleyballs to Tyson. Fresh possession. Capital winning the battle on the offensive glass at the moment. As Morgan pulls the trigger, it's off. Run down there by Phillips. 40 seconds left. As Coach Woomer looks on. Woomer, a former player at Cabell Midland. Last year they went 12-11. He's talked about how much it meant for him to get the job as Williams gets the steal and finishes in one. Active hands there from Shotty Williams as he stepped in front. And he'll get a chance at the old school three-point play. Shotty Williams has been a good player in the area for a while. Playing at South Charleston previously, just a really solid leader point guard. Somebody you can depend on. As the rebound caroms to him. He goes underneath right on cue to Trey Tyson. Here's Brody Harris. 5 seconds left. Summers off on the pull-up. The last tick, Green couldn't get it off. And Capital will take an 8-point lead into the final quarter. You're watching HD Media Game Day. Back after this.
This is Ben Salango with Salango Law. Salango Law has earned a reputation for getting excellent results for our clients. With decades of experience handling thousands of cases, we know what it takes to deliver. Proudly voted best in the Valley for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Charleston Gazette-Mail, Salango Law is deeply committed to giving back by investing in our community. From supporting local programs to making our region a better place to live, Salango Law is proud to be your trusted legal and community partner. Check us out at salangolaw.com.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
And we're back to it here at Capital High School. Cabell Midland trailing by 8. They've got 8 minutes left to figure it out. As Capital outscored them 15-13 in the third quarter. As we broadcast on HD Media Game Day, we're live streaming dozens of high school basketball games this year, including 2 more big showdowns this week. Tomorrow night, we're at Hurricane for the War on 34. As Winfield battles the Redskins, and on Friday, the Generals are back home to take on Herbert Hoover. Remember, all HD Media Game Day streams are available free or on hdmediagameday.com, as well as the YouTube channel. As they call a foul there on Aiden Spence. His second personal. Shotty Williams. Aggressive right out of the gate there, penetrating, and draws the foul. And Williams knocks it down. Shot Williams into double figures with 10. Averages just over 9 per night. And goes 2 for 2. There's Brody Harris. There's a 3-ball off the mark for Hargraves. Stays alive with Cabell Midland, then they lose it. And push the tempo. Shotty Williams. It's good, and 1. Williams fired up. tough degree of difficulty there with all his momentum taking him towards the basket. Just able to throw it up and home. And completes the three-point play. $14 points now for Williams. As we'll keep it right here, Cabell Midland grabs a timeout. Hello to everyone watching us on the HD Media Game Day YouTube channel. If you enjoy watching great games like this one, take a moment and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to drop a comment in the chat. We love to hear from our community. Remember, your support makes it possible for HD Media to continue to bring in the best high school sports games direct to you, wherever you are. The Capital Pep Band is in action as they get everybody fired up on the right side of the gym. As we encourage you to let us know who your favorite player or team is. As high school basketball season well underway after the new year, that's kind of when you get the feel for who's good, who's going to have a chance. If you've got any bold predictions, feel free to put that in the chat. Any way too early state championship picks, I'm all for that. $7:20 left. Cabell Midland trailing by 13. And an over and back. Kasai Morgan is going to get called for a technical. As he forced the turnover, he then said something to him. And even though it's really not that aggressive, it's pretty much an automatic tee by the rule. And that's what his assistants are telling him. Not a huge deal, just obviously something you want to avoid as Marshall Summers knocks down the free throw, his first point. An 88% free throw shooter. And he's 2 for 2. Here's Harris. Summers works at the Spence at the block with Hughes. Hughes is hit from behind. He'll shoot. So Hughes to the stripe. He's got 4. Capital will bring back in the sophomore Darius Thomas, and Morgan going to check out. 2 for 2 as the Knights chop it back to single digits. They go across the timeline. There's Green at the cup, good. JoJo Green with 8 points. Great action there, moving without the basketball. As Cam Harris found him. And he stepped on the line. Turnover. Capital hoping this one is a little bit less stressful than the Bridgeport game last time out, where they escaped with a 2-point win. It came down to a steal at the very end. hoping to flip the result in this series. Last year, Capital won both matchups. One of them was a tight ball game. The other one, 71-45 all night. So Capital making impressive progress as Spence is going to get called for a foul on the floor. As Tyson, a work baseline, overpowers his man, gets the bucket. Sheer strength there from Trey Tyson. Capital by 13. And going to get called for a foul. They'll get him for the reach in. Sarcastic grin there from Tyson. Thought he got all basketball. The Knights with the box set off the inbound. As Summers thought about it and then took a step before he put it on the deck. Traveling there against Cabell Midland, Aiden Ray will jump into the contest. One, 2-2 here for Cabell Midland. They'll extend the pressure a little bit. They go free throw line, Green fading away, follow up good for Darius Thomas. Thomas, the offensive board and the basket as the sophomore is onto the score sheet. Spence wide open, off the mark. Hop step, another and one for Deshad Williams. His third of this half. Cabell Midland going to grab a 30 before Williams attempts the free throws. We keep it here. Now's a great time to sign up for a digital subscription to the Gazette Mail. For just $1, you'll get 6 months of unlimited access to breaking news, feature stories, the e-edition of the Gazette Mail, and of course the best high school sports coverage in the state. Just $1 for half a year. Go to wvgazettemail.com to subscribe today. Shotty Williams with 16 points for Capital. We'll go to the free throw line here. Cabell Midland, a team that relies some on the three ball, has just had a tough second half. They've only made one from downtown. Only 4 shots from the field this half as Williams is off the mark. And Hughes controls. Here's Harris. They'll call Thomas there for the contact on his shoulder. Third personal there on Deuce. Levi Reed will throw it in. Reed, 2.2 points per contest. He's 3 for 6 from downtown on the year, so maybe can provide a spark shooting. And there he is, Reed drains it. Cuts it to 14. That's a nice job being ready to come off the bench and shoot. Thomas Off for Tyson. And the second attempt misses as well. Trey Tyson instantly grabbed his knee as soon as he came down. Certainly hope that's nothing serious, as we'll take it to a quick break. Capital up 53-39.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Lester Raines Mazda in South Charleston has been serving this area for over 50 years. Be moved with a Mazda test drive. Come in and see how Lester Raines Mazda gives you a 5-star rated shopping experience. We will work out your financing so you can sit back and enjoy your new car. At Lester Raines Mazda, it's not just about selling the vehicle, it's about service after the sale. Stop by or visit us online. Lester Raines Mazda in South Charleston. Move and be moved.
CJ is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJ Hughes, and it's truly just a family company.
Back to it on HD Media Game Day. Half of the fourth quarter left. Trey Tyson got up to his own power, walked off there, so that's a pretty good sign. As Thomas is short on the free throw. Thomas, a sophomore, has 2. Eli Thompson going to come back in for Cabell Midland. We appreciate all of you for watching tonight, and we encourage you to interact with us. Let us know what your favorite sandwich is. That's still the poll question tonight. Coming fresh off the holidays as Spence work it up top. Levi Reed to Phillips. Clean defense there. Cam Harris will close out now on Spence. Aiden able to hit it before he gets there. 54-41. Spence with 14. Busy week for Capital. Tomorrow they're at Parkersburg. As Harris rolled it out. And Green will pick it up. Backcourt violation. It's kind of a disjointed possession. Found the right idea, just not a crisp enough pass. And Thompson fouled going up. Thompson will knock it down. He's got 3. And gets the second to go. The junior with 4. As they'll pass through the press, JoJo Green to Thomas. Shotty Williams wide open 3 off the mark. On the break, Williams. Thomas, no foul call. And DJ Spencer, the quick steal. He'll head to the free throw line. And now he'll come up hobbled, or rather is on the ground in some discomfort. Trainers will check on him. As we take it to another break on HD Media Game Day.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
And we're back to it on HD Media Game Day. Spencer is back up to his feet and walked it off as he's standing up in the huddle. Capital looking like they're going to improve to 6-1 on the season. Cabell Midland, in all likelihood, will drop to 4-3. There's still a little bit of time left to make a run, especially if you can get Aiden Spence some clean looks. Or maybe if Marshall Summers can see one or two of them go down. The Knights play at St. Albans next on Friday. Cabell Midland, the top team in Class AAA according to the coaches poll. Chapmanville is second. Nitro third. RCB 4, Greenbrier East 5. Cabell Midland ninth in Quad A. And Spencer will drill the free throw. Quad A, it's GW1, Morgantown 2, Spring Mills 3, Parkersburg South 4, Washington 5. As Reed will take it up the court. Shotty Williams defended. Man-to-man for the Cougars. Spence off on the pull-up. Thompson head of the line. Good hustle to get the offensive rebound. They get JoJo Green for the contact. Thompson 4 points in the game. He's made 2 free throws. And a reminder, tomorrow we've got Winfield against Hurricane. That'll be an exciting game, Putnam County rivalry. Thompson with 5. That game taking place at Hurricane. A war on 34. And a travel called. Aiden Ray into the hands of Samuel Phillips. On the back cut, he found Spence. Great find. Phillips to Spence. As Aiden's got 16, deficit cut to 10. Here's Green over 2 guys, no. As Thompson outlets Ray across the paw. Phillips thought about it. Timeout taken, a full by Cabell Midland. Hello to everyone watching us on the HD Media Game Day YouTube channel. If you enjoy watching great games like this one, please take a moment and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to drop a comment in the chat. We love to hear from our community. Remember, your support makes it possible for HD Media to continue bringing the best high school sports games directly to you wherever you are. The pep band playing along, the cheerleaders tumbling in front of them. As Cabell Midland needs 3-pointers, they've got a foul, and of course hope that Capital misses some free throws. Coach Corey Woomer, a former player, going to the clipboard. As tonight we've got an MSAC battle. Last year it came down to GW and Spring Valley in a classic championship game, one that Spring Valley ended up taking. GW made it all the way to the state title game. Capital this year hoping to get in the mix as far as the AAA playoffs go. They finally have a little bit of calm as it pertains to the classification shuffling, at least for the moment. They pass through the press with ease. Cam Harris into the hands of Spencer. So Williams, who wisely burns some clock. Reed reaches out, grabs Harris. And the double bonus here, Harris to shoot. And off the mark there. A senior averaging 4.7 points per game. Dylan Hargrave will come in for Aiden Ray. Harris 1 for 2. Capital back up by 11. As Spence works it up the floor. Front court with Phillips. And off the side iron. .40 seconds left. Capital going to pick up a 6th victory. As Phillips gets the foul. And Spencer, some more chances to pad the stats here. Spencer with 4 tonight. Around and good. Really confident, mature performance tonight from the senior Deshad Williams. Limited turnovers. Got to the rim. Attacked in transition. Just helps so much when you've got that floor general to count on. As Spence misses, Capital will dribble it out. 59-46. The Cougars knock off the 9th-ranked team out of Class Quad A. And they'll shake hands. And we step to one more break. We'll come back with final scoring here at Capitol High.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
59-46, Capital takes it at home over Cabell Midland as the Cougars improve to 6-1 on the season. Deshad Shotty Williams with a strong performance tonight. He had 16 points and 16 points as well for Aiden Spence of Cabell Midland. Trey Tyson for the Cougars also in double figures as he had to score 12 in the action. As we'll be back in action on the network tomorrow night at Hurricane for Winfield versus the Redskins. As we thank Ethan for operating the production tonight. Also a thank you to Abby on the camera. This has been Michael Sussman from Capitol High School. Have a wonderful evening.